Okay, so it's been a few days since I posted my last video, so I thought it's about time to get back out and do another part. In the last video I mentioned there was a side road that I wanted to explore. Well, I've been there before, but I'm going to start there, and this is the one. This track sort of winds up behind the sand dunes, which will get some good views from up the top. And I'll find a track to walk down. I'll take you down the track to the beach, and we'll take it from there. This is a four-wheel drive track, as you can see. It's pretty rough. It's nice and dry at the moment. It's a beautiful day, nice breeze, bit of high cloud, but it's generally sunny and warm. Wearing my bear's feet. Hopefully the sand's not going to be too hot. I don't want to burn the soles off my feet. So I'll catch up with you just a bit further up the track here. These are all introduced trees and shrubs and foliage, and this is the beginning of a pine plantation which we will have to walk through at some point. A glimpse of the river, the four dunes along beside the river there. Quite a few motorbikes blacking around by the looks of it. A few people walking, a few boats on the river. This camera doesn't have a great zoom. Now the wind's coming up. Here's a good view of the river, the sand dunes and the beach in the background, the surf. Hopefully you can hear me above the wind noise. I'm shielding the microphone with my hand. I'm not sure if it's working or not. Somebody keeps piling broken branches and that sort of thing across the four-wheel drive track here. I don't think they realise that four-wheel drives can go pretty much anywhere, so what they do is just create a new track around it. I can hear the surf in the distance. The wind's blowing this way, so it's carrying the sound over here. Okay. Have to go through the plantation now. Bit of a windy track, and then there's a steep track which opens up out into the dunes. Right, better kick it down a gear. A bit of a climb, it's only a short one. And here we go, back out in the open again. Just head along this track here and we'll see what we can see. The sand is quite hot, but it's not too bad. I'll survive. So just down here you can see a series of dunes that have been fully colonised by plant life, and so they're pretty much fixed in position now, they won't change. Unlike some of the dunes which I will show you in later videos, which are quite bare and prone to being shifted about by wind. We'll carry on. A lot of wilding pines around here. They're pine trees that have grown from seed that's spread by wind and birds. Absolutely useless commercially, because they tend to be quite stunted and twisted. So these tracks, they wind all through the dunes. This one branching off here, this way it goes down towards the beach, and this way winds up towards where the housing area starts. The tracks aren't built, they're just worn into the dunes from foot traffic. that's the plantation we just came through, and it's a mix of Pinus radiata and macrocarpa. We'll follow this track down to the beach and have a look around down there. These tracks go quite a distance. I'm not sure if you can see it in the background there, as it's winding through the dunes. Flax, just starting to flower, so there'll be a few tuis hanging around here soon. Now these fluffy seed heads are everywhere at the moment. People like to pick them and dip the seed heads in food colourings, different food colourings, and then put them into a vase. It's quite a variety of plant life in the dunes. I've done videos previously covering the different plant varieties, and especially the natives, so I'll hunt out some excerpts from those videos and I'll add them into this one. These dunes here are covered in mostly tussock with a few reeds. These lupins are everywhere, introduced of course, but they add nitrogen to the soil, or the sand, and the eventual soil that will cover it. This is Big Face. Can't recall the proper name of it. I'll look it up. The predominant plant in the dune from here down towards the beach is marram grass. Marram grass is an introduced plant, deliberately planted in the dunes because it's a very invasive plant, and it was planted to help stabilise the dunes. In other words, help prevent them from moving, especially moving inland. Marram grass spreads by sending out these tendrils, as you can see it there, but also by producing these seed heads, which eventually break off and they get blown around the dunes like tumbleweeds, and where they settle they'll drop their seeds and they'll colonise another space and start spreading in turn. we're at the beach. Wind's got pretty strong down here, so hopefully you can hear me. I'm covering the microphone as best I can. Sculpted shapes you can find around here. Wind's blowing the sand in my face at the moment. Family here enjoying the beach. So this is the south end of the beach. Just down there, probably can't make it out, is the estuary where the Marota River flows out into the sea. Go for a wander through the edge of the surf when I come down here. Close to the tide at the moment. And probably on its way out, I think. I think this will be another track going back through the dunes, so I might take a wander along there and make my way back to the river and my car. This is quite close to where the housing area runs along the back of the dunes. Yeah, these houses are on the beach side of the street that runs along there. Big banks here, flowering at the moment. The nectar eating birds will love that as well. More pig face, that's of South African origin. So this is where the track ends, back on the street, back in civilization. Now I need to decide which way I'm going to go. Oh yeah, there's a track here that looks like it runs behind the houses. So I'll take a wander along there. It should take me back to where I started, hopefully. So I'll see you a bit further along the track. The plant life in the dunes is not what you call fascinating, especially down this end of the beach, closer to the river. Going up the other way, I find it much more interesting, and the dunes themselves much more interesting as well. Now the question is, which track will I take? I think this one here will probably branch off and head in the direction I'm headed. Later videos I'll take you to a few of my favourite spots in the dunes further north of here. Okay, that was the wrong choice of track. I'll have to backtrack a bit and take the other one. Oh no, actually I might just carry on down this street here. because that's the holiday park down there, which is not far from where I left my car. Okay, I'll see you later. So this is not the Foxton Beach Holiday Park, this is the Manawatu Caravan Park. A bit of a walk to go yet. There we go, there's my car in the distance there, parked in the shade, and this is the back of the recreational area. That caravan park is actually an extension of the Foxton Beach Holiday Park, so I'm on the right track. There's the entrance to the holiday park. I'll show you this cool mural that somebody painted. What do you think of that? It's got a plaque on here. Let's see what it says. Okay, you may not be able to see that. I'll tell you what it says. It says SS Kennedy, stranded on the bar. This mural depicts the Kennedy aground on the Manawatu River bar. Coley Brothers contractors with horses and drays are unloading the ship at low tide. Oh yeah. I'll just get my camera, phone camera, and I'll take a picture of that. Here's a large area of the pig face I talked about in previous videos. That's a plant that originates in South Africa from memory. It's covered quite a big area just here. I imagine it'll look quite spectacular when it's all flowering, because I think it's a species of ice plant and certainly has the ice plant flowers. This is a native grass. It's called golden sand sedge. I've seen a fair bit of it around in my travels along the sand dunes, but apparently the population of this plant is declining, so because of the reduction in its habitat, namely sand dunes. The flowers on the sand sedge have died off for the season, but this is what the seed heads look like. I'm not sure what colour or what form the flowers have, but I'll look it up. I need to look up all the Maori names for all the plants I've been videoing and photographing, and I'll post those at some point. For those who are curious, this is Uruguayan pampas. It's not toi toi, the native toi toi, although it does look very similar. What we used to call cutty grass when we were kids because of the serrated leaves, which can inflict almost like pepper cuts. Yep, that's it. Here's that pig face again. It's turning out to be quite invasive. It's covering quite a big area. So thanks, South Africa, but you can have it back again now. We've had enough. This nasty creature is an African box thorn. Got some rather nasty weapons on it. So, little message to Africa, can you please keep your plants at home? We don't need them, we've got nice benign plants here. And that's where we wanted to stay. I was just thinking about these box thorns, these African box thorns. We do have something that's kind of equivalent to them here in New Zealand. Down on the South Island they call them matagori. Yeah, similar growth habit, got the nasty spines on it, but fortunately they're confined to the South Island as far as I know. I think from memory this is Sydney golden wattle. I may be wrong. One of pest plants that our cousins across the ditch have sent to us. I'm just looking across the valley here on that ridge. Look how it's all taken over. It's a huge stand on it. Some sort of a rambling twining plant here. Not sure if it's a native. I've taken a picture with my plant identifier app, but the internet connection is dead here. I'm too far out of range, so I can't really identify it until I get back into range again, which I will, and I'll add the name to the video when I can.